Yo, what is going on, everyone in crypto space? So today in the stream, we brought up the topic of PolySign, and it is obviously and clearly affiliated with Ripple, the company, but it doesn't seem like a community knows exactly what it is. So today I did a little bit of digging, and thank you to Mike for the email. I got a couple pieces of information on PolySign, and a couple other. It's just a couple pieces of info, and if you piece it together, it kind of gives a clear answer to what PolySign actually is, and then we can speculate a bit on what that means for actually us XRP holders. So PolySign, they build software solutions for institutions who want to have digital asset custody. Because remember, guys, like the individual custody solution, in my opinion, is Ledger Nano S, link in the description, because that it stores your cryptocurrency offline and it keeps it safe. Same for institutions. Institutions don't necessarily want to hold the cryptocurrency themselves because there are a lot of cybersecurity threats. So you hand it over to some experts at a custody, through a custody solution, and that's where they actually hold their cryptocurrency so it is not threatened. So another piece of info about PolySign, part of their board members are Arthur Brito, who is the co-founder of Ripple, and David Schwartz, who is now the CTO of Ripple, and they're both part of the team. Now, here's what I want to show you. Also, just to prove that PolySign is affiliated with Ripple, right here you can see David Schwartz and Arthur Brito, and as well on Twitter, they're only following Brad Garlinghouse and David Schwartz, so 100% this is confirmed. It is affiliated with Ripple in some way. If you check these forums over here, the forum.ripple.com, you can see Arthur Brito right here, the co-founder of Ripple. I can pretty much, I see the credibility in this because it's like the official like Ripple forum, not like XRP chat, but like the actual Ripple forum. And it's clearly him because it says co-founder and it's in orange as if like he's someone important, similar to the way the XRP chat functions. That's just kind of how a forum is. And then this third part right here is actually very interesting. The second and third paragraph right here are very interesting. It says, looking forward, the XRP ledger needs to be able to scale to serve 7.5+ billion people and even more devices. The current account mechanism likely doesn't scale to this level because it's meant to prevent spam on the network with a multiplicity of accounts being created so that someone can maliciously threaten the network. That's why they have the 20 XRP reserve fee. Therefore, only those accounts that are most needed should be created, so we don't have a bunch of accounts that can be compromise and whatnot. The reserve provides a barrier to entry for unneeded accounts, preventing spam. Now, this third part here, a new account mechanism that should allow the XRP ledger to efficiently service humanity's scale usage is in development. He states this in June 4th, 2017. He said this would allow everyone to have an account on the XRP ledger for low cost while providing the necessary performance for humanity level service. Essentially what he's saying here is that not every single person in the world can have an account on the ledger. It's just not going to scale that way. But if you essentially have groups of people on one XRP ledger through an institution, hence why Ripple is working with hundreds and hundreds of banks, this would actually be a scalable, and it actually is realistic for global adoption. 7.5 billion accounts, any platform, that's unreasonable. But let's say you have 15,000 accounts and 7.5 billion people leverage those 15,000 accounts. Now you actually have scalability. Now this is where PolySign would actually come into play, is actually holding XRP for these institutions so they don't have to go through XRapid directly. Now, from the Q4 markets report in 2017, actually does say institutional hedging and custody, stating that while customers can use XRP for on-demand liquidity through XRapid, they don't have to use XRapid. We want to build the necessary markets infrastructure for eventual direct usage of XRP by financial institutions. The institutions will want to hold XRP because they will gain a lot from the value of the asset going up, and they can also source liquidity from their own stash of XRP to settle payments and whatnot. And they said in Q1, we'll begin work towards the launch of institutional hedging instruments and custody solutions. And what does PolySign happen to be? Both of these market components are important to institutional adoption and thus are important components of our 2018 roadmap. So it seems like PolySign will come into play in 2018. So essentially what PolySign really is, it's going to provide a solution for institutions to hold XRP and use it without having to source liquidity through XRapid. Because what you guys have to understand is that there's not just one direction and one way to use XRP or Ripple. Some banks, they may not want to really hold cryptocurrency at all, but they do want to get the benefit of the savings. But then some institutions like hedge funds and more like investment type banks are going, hey, we want to hold the asset and use it for settlement. So when it goes in value from us using it and a bunch of other institutions from using it, they actually gain value as a company. So essentially what's going on here is PolySign is going to be developed by Ripple and put into production so that it can hold XRP for institutions, and that way they can use XRP with ease and buy as much as they want. And what does that mean for us? Where are the institutions going to get XRP from? Us. But guess what? We're not going to sell, thus driving up the price. So thank you guys for watching this video. Yeah, that's pretty much what PolySign is. I mean, some people could be hating in the comments like, oh, you're speculating. But I mean, if you piece all these pieces of info together, it's clearly a platform for institutions to store XRP and actually use it directly rather than going through XRapid. XRapid is a good option for banks who don't really hold crypto, but PolySign seems like the solution to more investment banks rather than consumer banks and hedge funds and whatnot. I mean, so that's pretty much what it is. Because again, financial institutions, they're all going to be different. Some may want to hold it, some may not, because that's just the way it is. Some banks really do not like cryptocurrency. Some are really hot on it and actually want to hold it. Personally, if I was a financial institution, I would definitely be using PolySign because I would want to be holding XRP because I could get these settlement benefits as well as when it rises in value, my stock goes up. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you found this very informative. PolySign. Hopefully, we can get some more information out there, so the whole community can understand what this is. Also, this had some speculation to do with XPool, which was a patent that was filed by Ripple back a couple 6-7 months ago. So they could have maybe scrapped XPool and just went with PolySign, so that institutions can either source XRP through XRapid, source liquidity through XRapid, or they can actually hold it themselves to gain the value. And there's actually a number of other benefits by holding the currency. So there you guys go. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, check links in the description if you do want to support the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one.